guys, there's an emergency. Like, before we talk about, like, what we got wrong from the last episode, this is more important. Aizen is in trouble. You guys need to help Aizen. Aizen needs to say the most viewed Evil Puff video, and right now the theory tier list is overtaking him. We need to stop that. So everyone, like, have Aizen just, like, muted in a different tab, playing in the background. We need Aizen to stay number one. Please and thank you.
Yeah, because Eisen Power Bottom is the dumbest video we've ever made, and
It
it should be
has to
higher.
be the top one. It has to be that one.
Like it used to be Zoro Power Bottom, and then only Eisen Power Bottom could surpass it. Fairy Tail didn't, which instead of blaming it on the fact that Fairy Tail is less popular, I'm gonna blame it on the fact that we had to re-record the second half and lost all our jokes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
we're
Stuff
gonna
we
actually talk
got
about
wrong
Naruto this
about
time, not Boruto.
Naruto. Woohoo.
About
But
Boruto.
first, we're going to talk about
Um,
Boruto, what we got wrong with Boruto.
yeah, we only got one thing wrong. If you think you corrected me about anything else, you're wrong. I'm always right, except for this one thing. We were listing fake out deaths, and I said the Sound Girl is not dead. Yes, she is. Yodo is in fact dead. I think there was a line that was like, "Oh, we might be able to save her, but probably not." And I was like, "Oh, she's not dying." Then I kind of just moved on with my day.
Yeah,
It's like, no, she did die.
when you told me, like, we were wrong, the Sound Girl is alive, for a second I thought, Tayuya? We talk about
Taya?
Tayuya?
No, Tayuya and the other Sound Girl both died.
Alright.
Anyway, I have a topic list.
Naruto! I like
Naruto, woo!
Naruto.
I love Naruto. It's
I
like
love
my
it
fourth
too.
favorite manga.
Alright, so what's our
Anyway,
first bad Naruto opinion?
it's a big one. We have two YouTubers we're going to talk about. The first three, technically. The first is the everyone's favorite Naruto YouTuber, not NCHammer, DygoKnight. We'll get to NCHammer.
Alright.
I'm so glad we watched him rant about a guy saying his name wrong because it's like borderline dyslexia because there's not enough letters. But I kept calling him Diogo Knight. It's like there's not a second go there. Why was I doing that? Yes, his name is in fact Daigo Knight.
Alright, so this is the guy who keeps making rewrites for Naruto, right?
Yeah, he has like a million rewrites.
Alright, so do you want to start with, like, his weird definition of retcon first?
Sure. So
Alright.
he made so he like a lot of them are clickbait, which he acknowledges. But he makes a lot of like the blank retcon, where he just talks about a topic in Naruto and if it's a retcon or not, which is like, wow, this is very interesting information. But NCHammer made a video disagreeing with him on some of his things that count as retcons, and I agree that some weren't. Like for example, he said that the Biju all being connected were a retcon. And while it definitely was not planned from the start, it doesn't outright contradict anything.
Yeah, no.
Like
Like, I guess we should.
insert your retcon tier list here.
Yeah. So I guess, like, for
And I
anyone.
see it. I don't remember the tier
All right, hold on.
name.
All right, hold on.
But simply put, like the problem is his justification of a retcon is he says a retcon isn't just when the story contradicts itself in like the lore information sense. It's when it contradicts the expectations it sets for you as a reader, which is so stupid.
It's so like, I feel like his tier definition was that, like if your expectation is subverted, then it's a retcon, and also if the author changed his mind, which is like, okay, that's maybe a more fair definition, but also it's stupider because you don't know. Only unless Kishimoto tells us which decisions were planned and which ones were changed or whatever, like, we can't know for ourselves, and we'll never know in full detail. But, like,
Yeah.
anyway, like, here's the tier list. That this is how, like, I think of retcons in my head.
And it's pretty fair.
Yeah. Okay, so C tier is literally just like the literal definition of
This is
retcon, which
most
is
Naruto. Like a big one with the Naruto is this is stuff like the Biju being related, Gara being a Jinchuriki, stuff like this. And then like a few Naruto ones you can put in like B of like mental gymnastics. Like, you know, you might have to force it a bit, but it still tracks.
yeah. Like, anyway, like, I guess, like, with C tier is what I put is, like, it's literally the definition of recontextualization. It's like literally we learned something new, which then it changes our
We
like
thought
impressions.
Itachi was a bad
Yeah, it
guy.
changes our impressions of a previous scene. Like, you could point out, like, movies are like a probably like a the most solid example because, you know, they're released in one big chunk, so, like, everything within that chunk is like, like it was released all at once. No one could have changed their minds halfway through you watching the movie because the movie's already made and stuff, right?
Hmm.
Which like this topic is way more interesting with like, like manga, which is like, usually like weekly and serialization
Yeah.
and all that. But like the way like DygoKnight is talked about is like I don't like it at all.
Like, also, we agree with him that retcon is not inherently bad. Easiest example: Gear 5 is cool. Gear 5 is a retcon.
I like Gear 5.
I do too, but also it's obviously a retcon.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, and like that doesn't make it bad. Like, I like Gear 5.
Yeah, like
I think it's cool.
I remember on this tier list we have like Gear 5 literally in B tier, and it's like because like this is like weird, and I imagine like if the story was like shorter or like like I don't think this was like really like planned for or built up in the long run, and like this literally did change like the category of Luffy's fruit, and like there are like in universe like things you can abuse, like, oh, how do you learn the name of your fruit? Is there like a objective way
It's
to
kind
learn
of
what
vague.
type of is there
Um,
an objective way to learn what type of fruit
yeah,
you
and then
have?
like you
There
also have
isn't,
other
so like you can
stuff like
abuse like muddy like like examples like that to just say, well, it's not impossible for Luffy to have like been in mythical zone the whole time and he just didn't know because he's dumb,
yeah,
or because he
and
didn't
then you
like
can
fully
kind
unlock
of
the powers of the fruit
like
or
you can
whatever.
kind of finagle some things like, oh well, Seastone doesn't turn off his power, but it's like, he's magical, it's a mythical zone, fuck you. Or like, oh, why didn't the government target him harder? And it's like, oh well, after he declared war on the government, the first person they sent is Kuma, and that's honestly pretty good.
Yeah. It's only pretty great.
It's a pretty good target. And it's like, oh, why didn't they jump him at Dressrosa? And it's like, they thought
Yeah,
Dothy,
like the thing is, like,
had a
I feel like
handle.
that's like one where it's like it kind of questions it because like CP0 is literally there, and
But
they
it's
intervened,
like,
and
they don't want to change their
and
job.
they intervened when he fought Kaido. So it's like, why won't they intervene when he fights his
I would
Flamingo?
say the main differences there are they were there for something else in Dressrosa, and they thought Dofi had it. Whereas fighting Kaido, it's like that
Yeah,
fucker's gonna
again,
awaken, isn't
you
it?
could
Oh
yeah,
shit!
again, you could still finagle it where it's like, all right, they have faith that Fujitora and
Yeah,
Doflamingo can handle it, so like they just left it to them and didn't like get directly involved. And it's like, okay, that's fine,
yeah.
that's fair. Like again, like if you want to be like hypercritical, is it like the most realistic way that would have
Hmm.
played out? Maybe not, but like again, like
Yeah.
it's fine. The
Who
character
cares?
motivations are still intact and all that,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
it's not.
and then the other big DygoKnight thing, besides the weird way he talks about retcons, like also he says he doesn't think they're bad, and he generally means it, but also clearly he's using it like in the grand scheme of things as like a way to dick on Naruto, because his views come from dicking on Naruto most of the time. That is
Yeah,
most of his videos.
yeah,
And then the other
and
thing he does is his Naruto rewrites, which I'm gonna be honest, we tried watching and got bored and dropped. But also, the moment I knew this guy was a bummer and a joyless hack it was maybe like 10 minutes into his first rewrite, and he said he was cutting the Naruto Sasuke kiss. We're like, why? There's literally no reason to do
yeah,
that.
like
You
why
hate
would you do
fun.
that? It's
You
just
hate fun.
it's
Like
funny.
it's like
It's
what? Did it make you
cute.
squeamish? Are you that scared? Are you a fucking bitch? What? Why? Like what? Literally, I couldn't think of a reason. So that's it. It's like I suspect it probably has the issue with other rewrites where it's where instead of putting your own spin on something, it's just a very long-winded, thinly veiled way to criticize something you don't like.
Yeah, like some of his other like quote unquote retcons is like Shikaku being the One Tails was a retcon. And it's like, okay, technically that's true, but also it fits really smoothly when you consider the fact that Naruto and Gaara have heavy parallels. So the fact that they're two
Well, and
ancient giant mythical beasts that are lying
well,
dormant
well,
inside of them
and
happen to be connected
Tanuki's
is not a huge like
well, and
surprise.
no, Tanuki's and Kyuubi's being paired as like similar creatures is like a pretty common visual motif. Like they're yokai
Yeah.
opposed to they're like hyper traditional yokai opposed to like the summons, which while can sometimes be classified as yokai, are more like cool ninja things.
Yeah.
Whereas like Kyuubi and Tanuki are like top five most popular yokai. What I think is a real shame is we never got a Kappa, because
Oh,
that's
dude,
another
Kappa
high
would have been
tier.
great.
That's another high tier
Give it to the
yokai.
Two Tails. Should have been the Two
Yeah,
Tail.
fuck it. Yeah, fuck that fire
Oh
cat.
no, sorry, not the Four Tails. The Four Tails, the turtle guy. You make him a Kappa.
Yeah, why not? Maybe he is slightly Kappa coded actually.
Hmm.
Anyway, do we have anything else to say about him? Um,
He had some other things like, dude, why did Tsunade send children to save Sasuke? It doesn't make any
Okay, yeah.
sense.
Like, if this is clickbait, it's bad clickbait because it can be answered with a panel where Tsunade's like, we're low on reinforcements. Uh, Shikamaru, bring as many Genin as you want. And then he's like, okay, I'll do that. Like, yeah, they're low on ninja because they just got attacked and everyone's fucking busy. And also, Tsunade, and also, like, you know, if Sasuke left of his own accord, it's not a kidnapping.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, again, like,
it's a rogue.
technically it's like,
Like,
he's
you know,
now
like,
a rogue ninja now, right?
yeah, and it's like a 12-year-old rogue ninja Genin is
But Shiki,
not
you
they
don't understand.
like. If I think a 12-year-old rogue, or I think it was 13, a 13-year-old rogue Genin is very low on the priority scale.
But Shiki, you don't understand. Tsunade should have just went herself. She just went and blown through the
I
sound
don't think
5 in
he
3
said that. I don't
seconds.
think that's stupid.
I know, but
Uh,
why didn't she? Why didn't she just do that? She could have blown through the sound 5 in 3 seconds. She's so strong. Why didn't she just do that?
she's busy with work.
Also, like, again, like, the Hokage can't just leave the village whenever they want, because
No, it's a
they're,
bad
as the
idea.
strongest individual in the village, if they leave, that's a sign that the village is now, like, at half strength. Especially when
Yeah,
they're so
it's a bad
short-handed.
idea.
Like, if Orochimaru, like, saw that, or someone else, like the Akatsuki saw that, it's like, oh, well, we can just fuck their shit now.
Oh no! If they wanted to kidnap Naruto in a hypothetical where Sasuke leaves the village unattended while Guy and Kakashi are also gone, they're getting him.
Who can stop them?
That's like Jiraiya if he happens to be there.
And, obviously, like, Itachi was, like, intentionally, like, not kidnapping Naruto and, like, like, slowing down the process so that, because he was working for the League the whole time. But, like, they don't
Oh no,
know that.
that
They
was a
don't
weird
know
critique we
that.
heard. Was why would they kidnap Naruto if they had to put the Nine Tails in last? And it's like, dude, the most dangerous thing you can let Naruto do is train to use the Nine Tails better,
Do
which is
you want
objectively
a
true.
second Killer Bee?
Yeah, like what's easier? Like kidnap him and then keep him in like a cage for a few years? Or, oh no, it's Sage Mode Naruto, we're gonna die.
It was like, literally, you want a second Killer Bee running around? You want to have 2 endgame bosses?
One bee is enough.
Like, literally,
So
like,
yeah, that's
who besides, like, Obito and, like, Pain could have taken down B? Like,
honestly Obito.
maybe Itachi if he wasn't dying and sick.
Yeah, what he is. Honestly, even Pain would struggle because you could argue that Sage Mode Naruto was not stronger than B
Yeah, probably not.
because B was a fucking monster. So B would be a bit of a pain for him. Yeah, I think they're literally the only like Kisame. Is very good against B. He's a great matchup.
Yeah, but he couldn't do it. He couldn't hack it.
Well, I mean, to
Still.
be fair, A did help.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, again, B the whole time was fighting, trying to protect his friend and his.
And
raccoon.
also, Kisame wasn't actually trying to win.
Yeah.
So, like, not a very hard to comprehend that fight.
Why didn't Minato use Sage Mode against Obito? It makes no sense.
Okay, so here's the thing. Sage Mode, if you're not very good at it, which Minato said he's not, and, like, he can still, like, transform well, but, like, here's the thing. You have to sit still and charge it up. Do you remember what was going on during the Obito attack?
Literally, in order to gain nature chakra without, like, a summon to help you, is you have to sit still and meditate. How the hell are you supposed to do that when the baby's coming and a demon is attacking
Not
the village?
baby's coming. The baby's gone. He got
right.
kidnapped.
The baby's gone
Kurama's
now.
Here.
The baby's
gone.
gone.
The wife's gone. The baby's gone, the wife's gone. The ex-Hokage's wife might be dead. Kurama's attacking the village. Literally all he did is teleport to his place, grab his kunai and cape, because, he needs the fit. He needs the fit.
Yeah,
and then teleport out and start fighting. And in case you forgot, he was barely in time to save Naruto. He does not have a few minutes to charge up some fucking chakra to use a mode that, by his own admission, he had never used in combat before.
It was like, literally, like, he in his head, he's like, all right, this guy says he's Madara, and he has the 9 tails, so he might be telling the truth.
This is bad.
I'm supposed to fight Madara, protect the village, find the baby, find my wife, all in like
Yeah.
10 minutes
This
time
is
before something
this is
bad
bad.
happens.
And then also, like, this isn't true. This is just headcanon cope on my part. I assume he can use it well during the war because he also has a Kurama inside of him that can just sit still. That's my headcanon for why he can just spam it.
But dude, why didn't Sasuke just do what Itachi wanted?
No, we'll get no. That was NCHammer.
Oh, that was NCHammer?
All right, I guess we'll go to NCHammer now.
Alright.
NCHammer is
The
really
dude,
interesting.
real dude bro YouTuber. And,
Yeah, I love that he was like, I'm one of the most knowledgeable people on Naruto on the planet. And it's like, yeah, dude, you definitely know more trivia than me. I don't think you understand the series more than me. uh, Reason for that is we watched a video of his. It's like Naruto is not a good protagonist for the series.
yeah. And it's like,
um,
really?
and he breaks down the Naruto themes into 2.5 themes. Theme 1 is forgiveness, which is like he's almost right. It's a cycle of hatred. He calls it
Yeah.
forgiveness,
Forgiveness is a part
which
of it.
like but also he says weird shit. Like he says like, "Oh, Naruto has to forgive Gaara," and it's like Naruto has no position to forgive Gaara. Gaara barely did anything to Naruto.
Yeah.
Gaara has killed tons of people, mutilated people that aren't him. All he did to Naruto is threaten to kill Sakura, which is like that. That's not nice, but like in the grand scheme of Gaara crimes, that's a pretty measly Gaara crime.
Yeah. Or like, like when he says like, oh, he forgive pain, but Naruto literally says, I can't forgive you. I'm just not going to act on my hatred.
I'm just not gonna fall into it. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
he gets what it's supposed to be, but his wording isn't good.
Yeah.
And then the next is fate/destiny, whatever he calls it. But he splits it into two. He says like the fate of your social status or your person, which is the real one. Which is like, oh, Neji thought he was destined to be a feeble Hyuga loser, but then he became friends with Hinata and protected her as her brother. Neji said Naruto was destined to be a fucking schmuck-ass loser because the whole village hated him, but then Naruto became that guy. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or like Naruto and Sasuke were destined to kill each other in the infinite cycle of Indra and Ashura, but they did. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then he says there's also the fate of your strength.
Like, that sounds
which is
like
a very long-winded way to say hard work versus natural talent.
that sounds like the way he said it. Like, sounds like a very like. It sounds like the description I read of solo leveling.
That is funny.
He was fated to be an F tier ranker, but then he ranked up to an S tier ranker through hard work.
And like the fate of your strength is not a fucking theme in Naruto. Because then it just falls back on the hard work versus natural talent argument, and then you can just make all the easy debunks. Sasuke was portrayed as the natural talent to Naruto's hard work, but then the reveal is no, Sasuke's just been working hard since he was like 5 because Itachi is the real natural talent.
Also, again, Kakashi says Naruto has a tons of natural talent too. Like he says, damn, if he has a way more chakra than I do.
No, he says he has the most potential out of the 3 because he has the most chakra.
Yeah.
I remember that scene. Or like most obvious one, Lee versus Gaara. If you portray Gaara as a fucking prodigy, you're an asshole. Gaara is a tortured child that needs help. And like that's kind of the thing that we've talked about this in the very first one with bad audio, worse audio. Our videos don't have good audio.
Yeah.
Is the tuning exams is a proxy war, and because of that, a lot of the dynamics between the kids are like kids having these immature, pointless feuds with each other that they eventually get over and become like more full adults. Like Lee viewed Gaara as the natural talent that his hard work must overcome, but that was fucking stupid. Gaara is not some natural talent for you to prove your push-up strength against.
Yeah, and
Gaara
Sasuke
is a
thought
kid
the
who
same.
needs. Yeah, it's Sasuke. Yes, and Sasuke thought Gaara was a way to prove his hatred, and they were all wrong. Gaara's a kid who needs therapy. Gaara needs a hug.
Yeah, the one who beat him was like, damn, your life sucks and so does mine. Maybe we can bond over this.
Yeah, like quite literally.
It's not a coincidence.
I thought there were things like Ino and Sakura have to get over the fake feud they had with each other and acknowledge the fact that they are still friends. Like that's all the tuning exams, and that's what it was too. Lee was wrong to treat Gaara that way. And the thing is, you get that too, where the next time Lee and Gaara meet, what's this? Oh, Lee has the drunken fist, something you can't train for. Oh, and also when Lee's fighting Gaara, Kakashi outright says this is no normal kid. You can't achieve that level of gates just through hard work. This kid's a prodigy.
Yeah, and
Which
like
makes sense because we know that the Hidden Lotus requires you to activate the first gate. And as we were told, Neji never learned the Hidden Lotus. He wasn't able to.
yeah.
Meaning Lee is a better taijutsu specialist in this category than Neji is. Because
Like
hard work versus natural talent is some dumb thing that's also why you never see it in part 2. It's only in part 1 because it's all these insecure kids pushing against each other.
yeah, like whenever people talk about like oh what the main theme or something is whenever they're wrong, I always think like okay, like the easiest way to prove them wrong, read the first volume again and see how often this idea pops up. Like chapter 1 of Naruto, the fox demon's there, Aruka's like oh it killed my parents but also I forgive
But
you Naruto. I'm not gonna hate
kill
you for it.
Yeah.
And then like Naruto chooses instead of like oh I'm gonna hate the village for treating me like I'm a piece of shit. I'm like no I'm gonna focus on this Aruka guy because he's my boy and I'm his boy and we're together he's my friend.
Wow! Did
and
they
then I'll
overcome the cycle of hatred through their bond?
yes their bond overcame the cycle of hatred and then Naruto became a cool dude and decided I'm gonna be
And then
Hokage.
he did that a million times. He did it with Sasuke. He did it with Gaara. Let's go! Literally.
Yeah, and like I'm pretty sure I might be wrong, but doesn't like Volume 1 end around the Kakashi test, right? Like the like was it before? the end or after?
Teamwork. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Which
then
is
it's
again
like,
that it's kids having to overcome their petty squabbling to act more mature.
yeah. Where's
Yeah, it's
Lee and Gara in part? I was talking about like, oh, the talent, my lack of talent. I was destined to be an F tier ranker, but I worked hard to become a B tier ranker.
Yeah, so I would argue hard work versus natural talent is never a serious theme. Like I remember Kishimoto said he added Lee because he wanted kids to appreciate the concept of hard work, which worked. It just worked way too fucking well.
Way too well. It like brainwashed like half the population.
Especially with dumbass English speakers. Like Lee is never beaten Aruka in a popularity poll. That's such a funny stat. All right. I think that was the other thing for NCHammer is he's like I hate Sasuke, and most of it is literally just vibes. Like he calls himself a golden retriever, which is very so. Don't do that. Other people call you that. Don't call yourself that. But and he's like as a golden retriever boy, I don't like this angsty man. It's like that's fine. You don't have to like him. But also, a lot of your critiques are stupid. Like Puff, Sasuke's plot armor.
Dude, he got a needle in his neck from Haku. Why didn't he die in
this
like
was the most
volume
head
3
empty
of the
one.
story?
This is the most head empty one. Sasuke gets a needle in his neck and looks like he died. But guys, let's use some context here. Haku didn't want to fight Zabuza. Sasuke straight up noticed that Haku was not going for the kill against him. Zabuza straight up said, Haku is too soft for this. And also, earlier in the arc, Haku stabbed Zabuza in the neck with a needle and he didn't die.
Yeah, like literally it was like a pressure point thing that like faked his death.
It's a thing Haku can magically stab you through the neck without killing you. It's a pre-established ability. Yeah. So when Haku, who we've been told repeatedly doesn't want to kill Sasuke and doesn't want this fight, stabs Sasuke through the neck and then leaves, you should naturally think, oh, I bet he's not dead. I bet it was a fake out. And then it was.
But dude, he got his ass saved from Gaara by Naruto. Why would you do that? Why would you get his ass saved?
So did Sakura and like the entire village.
Also, Lee
Shukaku would have gone on a rampage.
In Lee's two biggest fights in the story, he gets saved from Gaara and then saved by Gaara.
Yeah.
So Sasuke has as much plot armor as Lee does.
No, also just like saving your friends is just like basic teamwork and shonen stuff. Like the point of Naruto saving Sasuke, like because he saved him once in the woods, now he saves him now. The point of this is to counterbalance early on when Sasuke was the one saving Naruto. He was the one who first wanted to feed him when they were tied to the posts. He's the one who had to save him from the poisoners on their first mission. He's the one who had to keep saving his ass when he kept getting kidnapped in the forest of death. So it's like, it's a payoff. Sasuke used to save Naruto, now Naruto's saving Sasuke.
Dude, what about the Manda meat shield? Where that got pulled the giant snake out of his ass?
It was funny. Like, you could argue maybe he shouldn't have enough chakra for it, but also, the chakra thing is weird. Because, like, Jiraiya says, you don't have enough chakra to summon a real summon. But also, when he summons Gamabunta, Jiraiya's like, ah, shit, that's way too big. And also, like, Jiraiya was being a little disingenuous, where Naruto's base chakra already dwarfs Jiraiya's. He just wants Naruto to learn how to use the Fox. The
Yeah.
summons are a means to the ends of helping him use Fox chakra, which you can even see. The Fox chakra is how he beats Neji. He uses Gamabunta, but also Fox chakra is also part of why he beats Gaara.
Like, I kind of get where it's like, oh, dude, plot armor, I don't like contrivances. Well, it's like, okay, you're reading a battle stream where people are fighting to the death every other chapter. So, like it's kind of unavoidable to a degree. And if what you're mad about is, oh, Sasuke used an ability Orochimaru had after he stole Orochimaru's powers, it's like, okay, well, like, they kind of built up to that, though. It didn't just literally come out of nowhere. And even if it did, you can, like, accept the explanation, like, oh, when he was training with Orochimaru, he must have learned how to summon Manda. Like, that's
like, the
also
second he does it, you're like, oh, that makes sense. Like, it's kind of the thing of, like, you don't have to be able to predict the ending of every fight. Because, first of all, if you think that, you gotta hate Kakashi versus Zabuza, because Kakashi wins by pulling a bunch of dogs out of his ass.
He does.
That's just how he wins. That's just a true thing. So that was that. That's oh, and then other Sasuke critique is he says this weird thing where he says Sasuke's not in the story enough. Like, maybe if your anime only, that's true. Because in the anime, I imagine there's a lot of fucking time without Sasuke. But in the manga, like Tenchi Brit, like I guess rescue Gaara. But like after that, don't we kind of always know what Sasuke's up to?
Yeah, and there are extended, like, periods of time where we just follow, like, Sasuke as protagonist. Like, when he's, like, defeating Orochimaru, fighting Deidara, then going off to fight Itachi. Or, like, when he, like...
I'd like to point out, all of that took place in, like, a fucking week. Lunatic.
Or, like, when he, like, goes to try and fight Killer Bee, and then, like, goes to the Kage Summon. Like, the 5 Kage Summon is mostly Sasuke, and, like, Naruto's there for, like, 2 scenes.
Yeah, because the big thing is that, and also he acts like, oh, well, Sasuke develops best with Naruto, so why would you keep them apart? It's like, their development is still paralleled, even if they aren't with each other. Sasuke's development still parallels Naruto.
Yeah.
Sasuke defeats Deidara around the time Naruto defeats Kakuzu. Sasuke defeats Itachi around the time Naruto defeats Pain. These are to show the parallels in their growth, because Itachi and Pain were both huge changes in how those two viewed the world.
Also, the yearning. Yes, you need to keep them apart so that they can yearn for each other later on, and then have hot, stinky sex when they finally come back together.
They do yearn real hard. And also, like, he just says funny ones. He's like, Sasuke should have respected his brother's wish. And it's like, no. Itachi literally admits he's wrong for that. Like, like, if his brother's wish was, like, bury me in Konoha, sure. But his brother's wish is dedicate your entire life to the village establishment that told me to genocide our people. And it's like, I don't think it's reasonable to ask Sasuke to do that. I think it's fair if Sasuke doesn't want to do that.
Like, he literally spells it out to the reader when he says, like, oh, Itachi cared about me more than the village, which is why he spared me. My feelings are the same. Itachi means more to me than the entire village. They killed him.
Well, also, at the very end, Itachi's like, I was going to use Koito Amatsukami to force you to help the village. That was fucked up. That was bad of me to want to do that. You should live your life how you want. I should support you as your older brother, not fucking control you. That'd be weird. Because yeah, it's fine to be frustrated with him because you like Itachi and you don't like Sasuke going against Itachi. But like, it makes sense why, and it's more interesting that he did. It's boring if he's like, oh well, Itachi genocided our people, but like, he loved the village anyway. I guess I'll go join him.
Don't you know that it was supposed to end after the Pain arc, and they just extended it for money?
Remember when Taku said that, and he also said the Dragon Ball was supposed to end at the Cell games, even though there's no fucking proof of that. And he did that to say that Pain and Cell are final villains.
We haven't even finished the whole, like, plot armor list from NCHammer. There's one more I want to talk about because I actually
there was shit. What was it?
Well, there's like 3 more, like, he particle expanded jutsu, Obito saved him. It's like, whatever, who gives a shit?
Yeah, well, Obito saved the guy.
But like, he says, like, Team Taka, like, carrying Sasuke. It's like, whoa, how am I supposed to like him when he's getting carried by, like, this is part of the character arc. Literally, like, he's like, I'm gonna push my bonds away, and then he gets hard carried by the only people who still care about him.
Quite literally, the point of the B fight is each one of them saves his life. So he literally can't function without his 3-man squad. There are literally three separate occasions where he would have died, and he only activates Amaterasu because he's trying to help them.
Also, it makes you like like realize how far gone Sasuke is once he like stabs Karin, because then it's like, oh shit, she literally saved his life like multiple times by now,
Repeatedly.
and now he's just stabbing her just to get at Donzo.
Also, like if Taka didn't help at all, then why are they even here? Like if Taka doesn't help, isn't Sasuke stupid for asking them to join him?
Yeah.
Like
Also,
he brought them along because he knows they're helpful.
just like the existence of them in the first place is already like kind of fun, because you get to see like what Orochimaru's been fucking up to the whole time
Yeah, you
for
see a
the
lot of
past like
shit.
for the past few decades.
Yeah, and also like there's the noteworthy things of he picks a girl who's obsessed with him and can heal. He picks a redheaded boy with an inner beast he can't control, and he picks a silver-haired guy who pisses him off. And it's like, oh, isn't that
Hmm.
interesting?
Hmm. Who are
Wonder why he
Sasuke's
picked
only
those
friends
two.
again?
Oh, yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah.
I like it. Did he have any other bad ones? Oh, is it just Madara killing him?
There was Madara killing him, particle dismantling, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, Madara also killed Naruto. They both had to be revived. Thank you, Sage of Six Pass. Thank you. Dude, imagine the Sage of Six like I think Sasuke died first, so imagine the Sage of Six Paths is just like, when's Naruto gonna get here so I can give my speech? And I
Sasuke, can
need
you
to
just like
wait.
relax for a sec? I know
Sasuke,
this
you
is
can go do push-ups in the
I
corner.
know this is all confusing for you and all that, but like I gotta do this at the same time
Mm-hmm.
so it's more fun for me. Also, I hate
Yeah.
repeating myself.
Yeah. All right. That's it for NCHammer, right?
Yes. Unless
Yeah.
wait, who said that the fourth grade ninja war should have been in the Rain Village? Who said that?
That was the rewrite guy. All
Right.
right.
We're
Yeah.
back to
Next is the
DygoKnight, I
re.
guess.
All right. Can we see? No, this is a different rewrite guy.
Oh, it's a different
This
rewrite.
is a guy. This is a guy who made like 3 or 4 like fixing Naruto videos, and most of them are just bad and boring. Like I remember a really funny one he does is he's like, I get that the change in Sasuke's design reflects his character growth and fits him more, but I just like the old design more. Can I have it back, please?
He should still be dressing like a 13-year-old when he's
Can I get
16,
the do you
17.
have any of his rewrite notes?
No, all I have is
I
the
know you
fourth
have
grade ninja
one.
war should have been in the Rainville. Just the only one I
Okay.
have.
Well, so basically, he didn't. So he wanted the fourth grade ninja war to take like months, which interesting idea. He said months to years. And it's like, dog. At least one village has to fall if we're doing that. First of all, and secondly, he didn't like the idea of fighting zombies and Zetsus, even though like the zombies give like really easy, good character interactions. Instead, he wanted it to take place in the Rain Village again, and he wanted like a Neo Akatsuki in the Rain Village. And can you put the list of jokes, please, for
Yes, we
me? I
have
don't
the
remember
Rain
them.
Village Akatsuki 2.0 team where they remade the Akatsuki using members of the Rain Village. We got Mr. Showers and Mr.
Okay, for the
Sprinkles,
record,
two
these are jokes we
water
came.
ninjutsu specialists.
No, so these are jokes we came up with. We came up with in order Showers and Sprinkles, who are the Rain Village Akatsuki version of Kinkaku and Ginkaku. We always need it, okay? It's important. I'm Showers and I'm Sprinkle. And then the next one is Yahiko and Coden's secret child here to avenge them, carrying the
Behold,
weight of Akatsuki
paper
on their
style
shoulder.
origami attack.
uh,
And then
I
we
think
got
you came up with this one.
And then we got Hanzo's secret child.
I am the child of Hanzo. I carry double poison sacks. I'm here to show you the power of poison. Then I come up with this one, Puff. The Jiraiya arm stealer.
I
I
stole
found
it next to
Jiraiya's fallen
Jiraiya.
off arm, and I grafted it onto myself. I have the power of the sage in my arm.
Now I can use the Rasengan.
And shoot at sage mode.
And don't forget the White Fang's long lost rival.
How could he be greater than the Akatsuki if he didn't? How could he be greater than the Sani if he didn't have a rival? Clearly, they must still be lurking in the Rain Village. And Puff, I think this is the dumbest one we came up with. The eighth swordsman of the mist.
The mist got too soft for me, so I left to join the Rain
And
Village.
the reason we're making these jokes is pretty simple. The idea that the war was too bloated is very funny when your solution is a whole new villain group with even less setup than the corpses.
Their only proposal was new Akatsuki group and all that. It was just like, okay. And then we made all the dumb different ideas
Yes.
for it.
Oh god. So is that it for YouTubers we didn't like?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, next is we're gonna go about the Naruto movies for a hot minute. Okay, here's the with the Naruto movies. All the non-canon ones are really, 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 really fucking boring.
I think there's one that's okay.
Which one is that?
I forget which one it is, but it's the
If
one
it's
where...
Road to the Ninja, you're wrong.
Which
I
one's that?
rewatched it. That's the one where they go to alternate Konoha.
No, I was gonna say the one where that terrorist group is like, yo, we're gonna kill these kids unless you give us Kakashi. And Kakashi's like, alright. And Shikamaru's like, alright. And Naruto's like, is there someone you forgot to ask?
Okay, it's funny. No, because the problem with like I've seen all the part one movies because a few years ago Netflix is like we're getting rid of them. It's like okay, we'll watch them. They're bad because like the problem with every Naruto movie is like this is very lazy criticism. They're boring. The plots aren't interesting. I bored. I snooze. I yawn. I sleep. The one thing I'll admit is the one I like the most is like there were some weird choices. Like I remember I kept joking during the Land of Snow, summon Gamabota, and Kara was getting really mad at me. But then literally Naruto was falling from a great height, and I was like, Naruto, you were trained to do one thing in this situation. And then he doesn't summon Gamabota; he just crashes and is really injured. It pissed me off. But then the next there's one where Lee activates 8 gates, but it's like it's weird. He like slowly gets more red and angry as the fight goes on. It's like that's a weird art direction choice. And then the funniest scene is there's this evil guy that they're fighting, and Naruto's hitting him with a Rasengan, and he's like, huh, "That'll never work." And then Naruto yells harder, and he's like, "No, it's working!" Chess and I laughed so fucking
I
hard.
remember you showed me that.
Oh, there's this, and then the Shippuden movies. Whoever the fuck said Blood Prison is the best one, because a lot of people say that. How dare you? That movie is awful. How dare you?
Because I don't remember anything about Blood. I remember I saw it once, but like...
It's really boring. Naruto gets tortured, and there's like a girl who pretends to be a boy, and then they fight a big dumb monster.
Dude, this
I
movie,
think
this movie poster goes hard, though.
No, it doesn't. I think the...
What do you mean, no, it doesn't? Look at it.
No.
Look at this. Look at this.
So,
it's so cool. It's so
no,
funny.
it's not. No, it's not. Anyway,
His hand's bleeding. It's the blood prison.
I guess, and then Road to Ninja is... It seems really interesting at first, but the funny alternate Konoha dynamics kind of disappear immediately. You get Naruto... they do one thing that seems interesting at first, which is Naruto gets to enjoy having parents, while Sakura doesn't have parents and has to suffer that for like 2 days. So that was funny. But then they go and fight evil Naruto, who could turn into Kurama. And there's this terrible scene puff where they recreate Minato doing the you know how Minato does the famous Rasengan on Obito, right?
Yeah.
They have Naruto recreate it, but he can't teleport, so he just jukes him and it works.
Awesome. Cool.
Like literally, no, like Puff, it's like a shot-for-shot recreation. Just instead of teleporting, he just does a little sideways jump in the air and hits him anyway. It's like, fuck you. That's it for all the canon ones. I don't have anything else. Oh, no, Puff, this is more like, you know, filler, lore's wrong. There's this scene where this guy can, like, use, like, quote-unquote, the 8 gates. 8 gates hadn't been used, they didn't know how strong it was. A guy who could use something, quote-unquote, approximate to the 8 gates. And Sasuke beats him by throwing Chidori darts at his chakra points because the anime staff forgot that's not how the Sharingan works.
That's how the Byakugan works.
No, literally in it. They're like, yeah, Sasuke can just see the chakra points and see the chakra network. And it's like, he can fucking what?
Since when?
Yeah. And then let's get to the canon one. Or at least the quasi-canon. The Moon Princess one. Okay, so...
I don't care.
The reason I don't like this movie is because the whole point of the movie... Let's be honest. The point of the movie is to justify Naruto and Hinata's romance. And I think it does a bad job.
Wait,
I think it
you're
makes
talking
it
about
like...
the last?
Yes.
When you said Moon Princess movie, I was like, wait, that's not... He didn't say the last, so I guess...
Oh, the first Shippuden one? No, that one's fine. I like the scene where Naruto's like, I'll fuck you all the time at the end. That scene's
I thought
funny.
that was funny. I was like,
no,
that's like the one thing I remember
movie's
from that
funny,
movie.
if not very good. No, the last, where they go to the moon. I don't like it. And the main reason I don't like it is because it, like, a big part of it is to justify Naruto and Hinata's romance. And I think the way they do it is like too revisionist history. The two big ones are it's like, oh, actually Naruto and Hinata actually had a really close bond when they were younger kids. You don't understand. It's the scarf. It's the scarf. And it's like, why? Why can't she just be the cute kid who understood Naruto for what he really was when no one else did? And then Naruto grows to see that and appreciates it, and then they get together. Why can't we just have that? Why do we need this stupid scarf in the snowstorm bullshit? This is just you're trying to make it more special and more like soulmatey, I
Like
guess.
I understand the temptation, but also like I'm just not a fan.
I think the other scene I hate is when Naruto kind of like invalidates his own feelings on liking Sakura, and he's like, "I didn't really like you. It was just a form of my competitiveness with Sasuke." And it's like, no, actually, you said one of the reasons you hated Sasuke is because Sakura liked him and not you. You just liked Sakura because you were 12 and she
No,
was a cute girl that you
he
knew.
just wanted to steal Sasuke's
Sasuke didn't like
fangirl.
her.
He just wanted to steal
He
Sasuke's
didn't like
fangirl.
Ino. He didn't
I'm
like
calling
Ino.
her. Listen to what I'm calling her. I'm calling her a fangirl. He wanted to steal
So, but he
Sasuke's
didn't like
fangirl
Ino. Why didn't he like Ino?
because Ino wasn't close enough in proximity. Out of sight, out of mind. Naruto's a very
No,
simple
no,
boy.
literally, it's like Naruto. You had a crush on Sakura because she was a cute girl that you knew, and then you spent a fuck ton of time with her on your team. Of course, you liked her. That you're not you. Your feelings weren't a lie. You fucking scrub. I hate that. I hate that scene. It's so stupid. And I think that's it for movies. So
Yeah, we
just
talked about the Boruto
eh,
one already.
yeah, it's just like the rest are they're kind of like Bleach movies. They're better than Bleach movies. Bleach movies are some of Bleach movies at the very least circle back around to being so bad they're good at times. Naruto
Mm,
movies rarely do that. You shouldn't watch them. Anyway, Puff, next on our long list of things is the liberal politics of Naruto. There's a lot here, Puff. There's a lot
whoa.
here. All right, first, uh, Naruto's anti-revolutionary. I talked to someone about this in the comments for a while, and basically, the conclusion we came to is like a lot of shonen have to like walk this tightrope puff of like individuals have to be cool, but also proposing systematic fixes and not individual fixes.
Yeah.
But basically, they pointed out like maybe if Naruto was more revolutionary, the Hokage system would have changed instead of who is Hokage. It's like sure that's fair, I guess, but also
Like, I
I
don't think
don't
the
think that.
Hokage system was the problem, or
But
like a
like no, but
core
the
problem, really.
I mean like the Uchiha all the Uchiha ghettoizing and the Uchiha ghettoizing only happened because a Hokage said it should. So, like, and what's funny, Puff, is what I talked about with them is there actually is a solution to that, which is cap the Hokage's power. And funny enough, someone does, Puff, and this is a missed opportunity, which is those old fucks. Those old fucks.
Right, the old fucks no one likes.
Yeah, they have power, and their ability is to disagree with and question the Hokage. Like, obviously, their point in the story is to be the more conservative side that disagrees with the Hokage. But the fact that they're never overthrown, never replaced, like I joke, fuck it. If they're supposed to represent like the citizens' best interest, replace them with like the Ichiraku ramen guy.
An
That would be
elected citizen official.
like that could or like like maybe have like a small group of like clan representatives, shopping district representatives, like make it so that like the Hokage actually does have to represent the people. That could be
Like,
neat,
at the
something like
very
that.
least, like the fact that Naruto has like Shikamaru and Sasuke, there's probably like the right hands who have like the most voice
Sasuke specifically is pretty nice.
in regards to their like Kage, because like when you look at the right
Yeah,
hands of all the other ones, it's just like, oh yeah, that's my guy, my secretary, or like my bodyguard who just does
yeah.
whatever I say.
Whereas, yeah, Shikamaru disagrees with Naruto all the time, and Sasuke also disagrees with Naruto all the time in like opposite ways. Shikamaru's like, we need to care more about the village, and Sasuke's like, I want to fight Otsutsuki so fucking bad, man. uh, but so that's it. I do think the missed opportunity would be to change them because Puff, the groan I made in Blue Vortex when I saw they were still alive and still had power. Remember, I got to that page and I was like, "Oh my god, are you kidding me?"
They didn't even like elect some slightly younger old men to take their place.
No, so like I think that like if you want, because like Sasuke's like I'm a revolutionary, and it's treated as the exact same derangement as when Madara says I'm an Avenger. Like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, contextually, he said he's deranged when he says that because he wants to kill the Kage, and Gaara is abrasive, who tried to help you, Sasuke. Be nice to Gaara. It's like, you know, it like I'd say it has like hints of anti-revolutionary theming, but I think that comes from the fact that the world building they're in is less than 100 years ago. It was the Warring States period. We want countries so fucking bad. Please, can we please have countries? Can we please have? Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
Yeah, I guess like they were maybe like in terms of like internal, like the individual like villages, not a whole lot structurally changed, but like in between them a lot changed like structurally. Like, oh, everyone's like friends now.
Yeah, where it's
Everyone.
like, you know, it's like more could have been done, but also I can't blame Naruto for not getting more into the politics because it was never about that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if Naruto was like Magi, where they were arguing about politics very early on, then yeah, I would expect it.
Oh yeah, no, they never stop until the very end. Like when they find out that fucking they can control Destiny, like, all right, what's the best way to go about this Destiny bullshit?
That's kind of the same way I feel about the daimyo. Like the daimyo are just treated as like dumb idiots who the ninja need to get money, and it's like overthrow the daimyo system, and it's like the daimyo system is like neutral at best. The daimyo don't even seem to give a shit about war. They just fund ninja. Like literally, one of the biggest problems with the daimyo is that they will fund whichever village is more successful, meaning they might defund their own village. So it's like the daimyo system is not like inherently corrupt as much as it's just treated like this vague. They're almost treated like a natural disaster, just like the way we get money.
Like it is just like so underdeveloped that it's like I can't like be mad if this part of the story no one cared about didn't get like
It
a
feels like something that was
conclusion.
probably going to be explored more at some point and now isn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a funny one. We got a comment that's like Naruto is a shit lib for not overthrowing the daimyo system. And Puff, I just wrote down Luffy is a shit lib for putting Vivi, the ruling monarch, on the throne. Because that was what I brought up, Puff, about the whole like balancing the line between systems and people. It's like One Piece is obviously much more pro revolution than Naruto in like its theming because it's about freedom.
Yeah.
But also, every arc is just about Luffy defeating the bad people and then putting the good people in power who happen to already be there.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I saw this weird Tumblr post that someone linked, where Kishimoto was actually building the story to be anti-Konoha at first, but then he went super pro-military during the Chunin exams. And it's like, what are you talking about? The story was very clearly that Naruto, like, how would you say that when Chapter 2 is about Konohamaru? The story was very clearly never going to be anti-Konoha. Stop coping. Stop writing Kishimoto fanfiction, you weirdo. This is related to this, Puff. One we got is the cycles of hatred are a bad theme because it portrays the oppressed and the oppressor as equal. And it's like, I think that can happen. Example, that one Grand Line review video we're going to talk about next
Oh
week.
yeah, that was one amazing video. I
uh,
can't wait to talk about that one. That's gonna be
but
great.
like, I think Naruto does have enough nuance to point out that like, while violence begets violence, some violence is worse than other violence. Like, is Don like Sasuke is only attacking Danzo because of what Danzo had Itachi do, but also, well, Sasuke isn't a revenge-filled motherfucker. I feel like there it's more about the harm it's causing him than the harm it's causing
Oh no,
Danzo.
absolutely. Like, cause again, like the focus of the story is ultimately gonna be about Sasuke and like him like becoming a good person. Like he's far more redeemable than Danzo is. Like
Yeah,
Danzo
when
himself is
Sasuke's
like beginning to end. Danzo is just supposed to be a piece of shit you hate.
no, I love bringing up like the amount of characters' backstories Danzo is responsible for. It's like Naruto, Sasuke, Itachi, Kabuto, Yahiko, Conan, Pain. It's like all of them.
I remember you sent me that list like of like random Naruto characters and be like, guess what the commonality is. I'm like,
And
I couldn't.
it was
They
like
were
Donzo's responsible for their
they were
backstory.
all caused by Danzo.
Because Donzo ruins everything. Uh, and Donzo was trained by Tobirama because Tobirama ruins everything. um, and because I think I think you could argue the story might veer close to portraying the two groups as equal, but I feel like it does a pretty clear job of not. Like even in the Rain Village, you know, Pain sucks, but everyone's happy because good God was Hanzo worse. Good God.
Yeah.
Like, pain in the long run will be worse for the world, but as the leader of the Rain Village, it's an
They're
improvement.
doing great. They're
It's an
doing
improvement. Yeah. I think I just wrote like my overall final thought is that Naruto could definitely do a better job exploring how the systems its characters uphold could be altered. But also, it's a fucking battle shonen. I'm not expecting them to get too much into politics. And because I don't want every series, this is kind of the thing about like perfect politics critique puff. I don't want every series to be the exact same. I will
Yeah,
eat
I
worse
don't
politics.
want anything to I don't want everything to be like One Piece. Like as much
Yeah,
as I love
like
One Piece, I don't
I will eat worse politics for the sake of diversity of stories.
yeah.
um Oh, and also we got a good one, which is
Like
the
it's
whole like
kind of like
why
when
are
people argue about like, oh, dude, what if Batman just stopped being Batman and donate all his money to like like to charity and stuff? Like you cause way more good to the world. It's like okay, but like I want to
I
have
would read
fun with Batman. I want to have fun with Batman.
I would read a one shot about that.
Yeah, okay,
I'd read
yeah,
a
but
one shot.
I want to have fun with Batman. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
I'd have a one shot about that though. No, and then also we got like one kind of fair one, which is this is like mainly a Boruto thing, which is child soldiers still being around. Because like it's just at the end of Naruto, it's like, okay, Boruto's a ninja, but we don't know what being a ninja means in peace times. And I would say even early Boruto is fine. Like, they get combat training, but fuck you, it's a fantasy show. Let the kids get combat training. It's fine.
Yeah.
All they actually do in early Boruto is they are um, community helpers. Like,
Yeah.
they help the post office, they help the police, they help the firefighters. They are community helpers. But, like, would it be cool if, maybe they raise the minimum age? Yeah, I think that'd be a bit nice. Raise it a bit. Also, there's a lot less ninja now. Like, the new generation's smaller, and that's also, a good sign.
Yeah.
It's like, there could be more change there. Next, we got an interesting comment, which is the chakra natures were underutilized.
I like don't like disagree, but like also it's not exactly something I wanted more of.
Yeah, where it's like, we got it for the Sasuke Datara Naruto Kakuzu, and then it pretty much disappeared, and then it reappeared for their combo attacks. And like, could it theoretically be used more? Yes. Like, also there's a time that chakra natures are misused where the Raikage says, I use lightning style, send your earth style users after me, and it's like, lightning style's good against earth style, you stupid fucking old man. Why'd you say that? uh, it's like, yeah, could it have been used more? Like, I don't know. Maybe have one or two of the fourth Great Ninja War fights, like, have chakra natures be a bit more relevant. I guess that could be neat. Like, I don't really care because I never thought the type matchups were super interesting. I liked it with the Datara thing because it was just like, it's such a kryptonite for him. It's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
And then Kaguzu was a fucking Pokemon battle. It was like it was like a JRPG battle where it's like, oh, each head has a different elemental weakness, meaning I need to have each party member attack a different head. I have fought like 3 SMNT franchise bosses with this gimmick. A Metaphor one and at least 2 Persona ones. So that was funny. But otherwise, I don't care that much about chakra. I think it'd be cool if we got like a data book where we learn like what every character's chakra specialty is. I'd like to know that just for like fun.
That might be neat.
Also, because Konoha is the land of fire, we know like no fucking people who have fire as their number one specialty. It's not even Sasuke's number one
I
specialty.
mean, I guess like the Uchiha clan overall, that was supposed to be their specialty, right?
Yeah, but that means the only one we really know are Madara and Itachi.
And
Madara,
Obito.
Itachi, and then you can. I think
Obito used
it's
fire style.
okay, yeah, Madara. Okay, so we have the Uchiha, and then we have the Sarutobi, kind of, where like Hiruzen used all styles, but maybe fire was his best, and then Asuma was a fire style user.
Dude, my favorite fire style joke ever is still like the third Aikage knows 5,000 variations of the fireball
The
jutsu,
fireball.
and he knows exactly which one is your weakness.
Next is Naruto was so privileged. He had his pick of the crop when it came to good teachers. One, he still grew up alone, hated by the world. That's not good. Two, Kakashi was literally dumb luck, and also Kakashi was not a good teacher for him until post time skip. Like anyone could teach him to walk on walls, and quite literally, when it came to something as basic as walking on water, Kakashi's like, yeah, no, someone else is doing this, not me. Bye. So like, pretty obvious. And then also like Jiraiya. Yes, Jiraiya did want to train Naruto, but Naruto still had to pester Jiraiya into it. And even then, his first training involved trying to summon a frog for a month, Dry getting impatient and kicking him off a cliff.
I always feel weird in conversations like that because just like, okay, but like, what's why can't Naruto just have like a teach use this legendary signing guy who's like a cool, fun, goofy, ecstatic character, and also a big
like,
enough deal that
also
when
it's
shit goes
funny. You
down,
know how
a
hard it is
character
to get
we've
a
already
signing as a
known and
teacher,
cared
Puff?
about started actually doing stuff.
No, but Puff, you know how hard it is to get a signing as a teacher?
How hard?
Sakura went and asked Tsunade.
No one,
Anyone in the village could have done
no
that.
one bothered to try until her.
You Ten, you fucking hack. Anyway, Puff, we're on to a fair one, which is Naruto has bad female characters. It doesn't have the strongest female
I
cast on
think
the
I think
planet.
one of the comments said Kishimoto doesn't know how to write female characters, and I kind of have the same response to that as I did when someone did the same thing about Horikoshi. I think it's not that they can't. I think it's they choose not to, because
No, I think they could, because, like, obvious example, Granny Chio is fucking immaculate.
yeah, I love Granny Chio, I love Tsunade, and I like Sakura is mostly good. I just think like again she's way underdeveloped compared to the rest of
Yeah,
the team
she's
stuff.
she's
But like
underutilized compared to her partners.
whenever she gets character stuff, I'm like I'm all right or I like this.
Yeah, like
Whereas,
the Sasori fight was great.
but again, you could point at some other characters like
We'll bring
say
up the worst one. Kurenai is a terrible character.
yeah, that was who I was gonna say.
Because Kurenai, okay, we meet Kurenai and it's like,
I
oh, she's this prodigy. And she's like, oh, she's the Genjutsu master. And wow, isn't that cool? And then she gets dicked on by Itachi to get out Genjutsu'd. Which you say, oh, well, of course she's supposed to. Asuma gets to throw hands with Kisame and he doesn't have to be embarrassed. He does fine. In fact, he pisses Kisame off by cutting him. All right, and then we have a time skip, and then
Barefoot and
oh,
Pregnant.
she's on a date with Asuma. She's pregnant with Asuma's kid. She's barefoot and pregnant, and she's seemingly a retired
It's
ninja
the
now.
end. It's the end of it.
And then we get the Minato flashback where her dad literally says, "You may be a ninja, but you're also a woman. Your duty is to bring on the next generation." It's like, okay.
Like it's literally what like everyone doesn't want a female character to be. I think where it's like like introduction. They're supposed to be a cool badass, and then they're just like but they're not. I guess we're never gonna
They're
see
just
that.
here to get pregnant. And like the funny thing about Kurenai is like it could have been literally anyone.
Yeah, like literally, like if you like didn't, let's say you didn't make a Kurenai and you just introduced this random lady, and it's like, "Hi, I'm Asuma's wife, Shima," and it's like, I still all the emotions I have will be the same over this entire ordeal.
I remember I got a funny one when I was talking with Chas.
What?
What if Onko did it and Onko did it as an active decision to stop being a fucking tracker ninja assassin freak because she associates it with Orochimaru? And I was like, yeah, even that would be better.
Hmm.
Because at least it gives her a reason.
Yeah.
It's still not great because, like, literally, it could have just been like some woman he met. Like it being Kurenai doesn't mean anything.
It's also
So
like weird because like again like the Leaf does outside of the Uchiha doesn't have like a Genjutsu like specialist or no one of the
no, it
Konoha
does. It has
11.
her clan. It has the Kurenai
Yeah, I
clan.
know. Like that's the point I'm about to make. It's like, it's supposed to be her, so it's like now the Hidden Leaf doesn't have like someone who's good against jutsu anymore, and it's just like, well, I mean, you
Yeah,
kind
they
of
do. They
built
got
this.
Mirai. They got Mirai.
Whoa. Okay. Cool.
Do you
They
know
got
Mirai's
Mirai.
on the Hokage guard?
Good for him. Good job, Mirai.
Chestnut just laughed at how being a Hokage guard for Naruto is the most fake job in the world.
Yeah, like the fuck are you supposed to do? Like tell him when
That's
there's
not
a
a real job.
problem?
That's not a real job.
You don't protect him. You just tell him when there's a problem and wait for him to solve it.
Because quite literally, before the Otsutsuki, the only person who could threaten Naruto is Sasuke, and Sasuke is his friend. So, like, literally pointless job. That was funny. All right, so yeah, just Kurenai's a real flop, and the rest I think are fine. I don't think he's incapable. I think he just chooses not to. Whereas, like Puff. Now, here's something I will say. Uh, who's the guy who writes Boruto?
I'm blanking on his
I
name.
used to know his name because Chas and I used to yell
I
about
knew
it.
his name a week ago.
Uh, no, we're being stupid. We'll get it. Anyway, Boruto author, guys. Oh, what is his name? We're so stupid. Anyway, Boruto. The Boruto author, I don't know if they can write women. I don't think they can write that well at all. But they can't draw women. I'll say that. I'll say the Boruto author can't draw women.
They can draw
And I
girls. They love drawing girls, and I'll tell you
That's what
that
I
they
mean. They
love
can't
drawing
draw girls.
girls.
That's what I mean by they can't. It's bad. They should stop. They should stop drawing girls. Ikimoto. It's Ikemoto. Ikemoto.
All right.
Ikemoto. Ikimoto. Don't love that. Anyway, next one. The most mainstream yaoi manga, Naruto. All right,
Pretty
we got some
much.
takes. All right, but first, let's just hit an easy one that we touched on MHA, but didn't bring it up, which is when I say I hate shippers, I mean all of them. The worst One Piece shippers are like Luffy Nami shippers. They're so or Luffy Nami Sanji shippers are really fucking annoying too. Like Zoro Robin, Zoro Hiyori, they're all annoying. But the thing is, what a lot of people do, Puff, when they say they hate shippers, they mean they hate gay shippers.
Yeah.
Why, after all, that's the reason that the quote unquote worst shipping fan base is MHA. And it's because all their ships are gay. And it's like, no, guys, the word, no.
Yeah, like
Shippers are
that's
not
the
bad
thing.
when they
I
ship
think.
gay ones. Shippers are bad when they're fucking annoying.
Yeah, no, like I think this is how you put it. Like the straight ships are more annoying because they like either have the
They're
impression
entitled.
they have the impression their thing is going to be canon, or they feel entitled to having their ship become canon. Whereas like with gay
Yes.
shippers, like you can tell that most of them are like, yeah, I'm under no illusion that this is actually going to happen. Let me draw them kissing in my fan art.
Yeah, so if you say you hate shippers and you only hate gay shippers, shut up, bitch. You're a fake hater. I am a true hater.
Like, dude,
uh,
like the most annoying fucking ones of any fan base I've ever seen was the Ichigo and Rukia shippers, and the fucking Aaron Mikasa, what's her
oh,
name?
that whole bullshit.
That
Yeah,
whole
that was
fucking
funny.
triangle trifecta warzone fucking it
No,
was
Puff, you know what's another
so
good one? You
terrible.
know what's another good one?
What?
Deku Ochako shippers still not being content even after the bonus chapter.
That is so weird because like
The
literally
fuck do you
it
people want?
it ends
The
with
fuck
them
do you
going on a
want?
date. It's gonna
No,
happen.
but
That's
they didn't
clearly the
kiss. They
point.
didn't have kids. I'm not content. I'm not content.
I didn't see Uchako pregnant, so therefore Deku failed, and he's a beta
Yes.
cuck.
Yeah, no, quite literally. It's yeah. And then we got a funny comment, Puff. We got two Puff. We got two opinions on why Naruto has so many gay ships. I think one is wrong and one is right. Puff one said it's because they hate women and they don't want to even associate with female characters. I don't think that's true because most of the gay shippers are women. Here's what I do think it is, Puff, which was the other comment, which was a lot of the female characters are worse and have worse interactions, thus shipping them is less fun. It's like, yeah, it's that
Absolutely,
one.
absolutely, man, dude. You think I'm gonna fucking ship Kurenai with anyone, even though she has a
You think
literal?
I'm gonna ship Choji with the girl from the cloud? No, I'm gonna ship him with Shikamaru. Fuck you.
Yeah, ship him with Shikara or Kiba. I'll go Kiba instead. I'll totally go for that instead.
Hell yeah.
I can imagine more fun interactions between them.
Yeah, like and this is a common thing in shonen. The reason a lot of shonen have popular gay ships is because or like sometimes it's even intentional. Like Zoro's best dynamics are with men. So it makes
Absolutely.
sense to ship Zoro with Sanji, not Luffy, because Luffy is asexual. Or like that's why Law X Luffy's popular. Law doesn't interact with women. That's why the most popular Law ship is Robin, because they talk twice.
Yeah.
And that's why the most popular gay Law ship is Luffy, because they talk all the fucking time. And there's a fun dynamic there. I don't think it's romantic because Luffy's asexual, but I get the
They're so
appeal.
funny together. They're a great comedy duo.
Then okay, we have the big thing of aren't Sasuke and Naruto brother coded, and it's like that's an interesting conversation. Where early on, absolutely, Naruto is like, I don't have a brother, but if I did, I imagine it would be like what we have. Uh, but also, fuck you, I'll bring up Boruto. Boruto, when Kurama's dying and he's talking with Naruto, Naruto's like, I never had a brother growing up, and Kurama's like, what about Sasuke? And he's like, he had Itachi, and I don't wanna step on those toes. If anyone was my brother, it was you, Kurama, and then I got very sad because I was very emotional. So like, are
Dude,
Naruto and
Boruto
Sasuke
is so
brother?
cool when it's about Naruto.
Yes. So basically, are Naruto and Sasuke brother coded? half the time. Half the time. And the reason we have to say half the time is because there is no Puff the fucking necklace.
That necklace is dubious as all hell,
like
man.
Puff, like Puff. This is the embodiment of there is no heterosexual explanation for this. So no, it's not just Sakura or Hinata hate. It's not just haha laughs. This is a very fucking gay panel.
Literally, the only context I've ever seen necklaces like this used in media is literally like in war stories where it's like, oh yeah, I left my best friend
that's
back
my
home.
girl.
Or like, you know, me and my friend joined different platoons, and like I keep this picture of him with me all the time just so I don't forget who my best friend is.
Gay. That's also pretty fucking
Kinda
gay.
sure, but at least there it's like, all right, they're going off to war. They want to keep pictures of the people close to them, so that if they're fucking dying, they can take one last look at something they love before they fucking die or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty gay. No, so just but then Puff, but also what I would say is I like Sasuke and Sakura's relationship post Naruto, so I don't really mind.
I like it post the dinosaur manga spin-off.
Yes, the dinosaur manga is where it's really good.
That's where it's best.
And then Naruto and Hinata are fine. I'm pretty neutral on it. We've talked about Shikamaru and Tamari and why it's funny. And as for the rest, I don't really care. Like, is it like I hate it not because there's too many straight people. I don't care. We need kids for the next generation. They need to fucking procreate.
Yeah, they need to make a classroom full of these fucking kids for the fan service.
Is that Naruto set that expectation for all other series? Mainly MHA. Like MHA, everyone's like, my straight ships, my straight ships, my straight ships. Bonus chapter comes out, heavily implied that if Jiro's picking between Momo and Kaminari, she's picking Momo.
But of course, we don't even get that because again, no one got with anyone except for Deku and Ochako.
And a Mushroom guy, and Mushroom Girl, and Shadow guy. Yeah, because it's all up to interpretation. Like, do you think that Bakugo is fucking Kirishima in his car, or do you think Mina and Kirishima are fucking in the back of Bakugo's car? Whichever you prefer.
Maybe both. Maybe you can have both.
Who's to say? Kirishima's got stamina. Who's to say?
Thing is, Kirishima didn't even want to be that way, but he's too nice to say no to either of them.
He's like, like I would happily fuck either of you, but a threesome's a little much, and like we don't have time. He's like, all right. Why not?
No, they're like, that's fine. We'll just do it separately, on my time.
She was like, I'm so tired. My hair gel's falling out. My hair's going flat. I've sweat too much. Yeah, it's just like, I don't care that there's a bunch of straight ships at the end of Naruto, because it's like, it doesn't negatively or positively affect Choji's character arc that he got with the Cloud Village girl. Because it has nothing to do with his character arc. It's like, oh, good for you, Choji. You found a girlfriend. I'm happy for you. So I don't really care. And then next Puff, we have Naruto x Sasuke or Naruto x Gaara. It's just funny. We got comments arguing about this. Puff, what I always say is, Puff, we got a comment who said Gaara's probably asexual, and it's like, that's a fun reading. Maybe because the novel where everyone tries to give Gaara a suitor, and he says no to all of them, and then just adopts a kid. Like, you need to continue the Kazekage bloodline, and he just doesn't, and it's like, okay, that's a little interesting.
Okay, but I give shit about this bloodline.
But like, if you wanted to do any Gaara ship, I do just think of the scene where someone's talking about Naruto and Gaara, and they're like, you two make great partners, and Gaara just smiles and says, yes, we do, and it's like, okay, if it's anything, it's that.
I'm just imagining like them pestering Gaara again, like, Gaara, please just marry someone and pump out some kids. And he's like, you fucking straight people and your bloodlines, what is your deal?
You guys are so weird.
You straight people are so weird.
Imagine he goes and talks that with Shukaku. He's like, Shukaku, isn't sex weird? And Shukaku's like, yeah, I'm made of sand. Sex is weird as fuck.
Yeah. Like, I don't want anyone getting that close to me. Yuck.
But then Puff, what's funny is, I did see something funny, Puff. People's desperate attempts to find a straight woman to ship Gaara with. Because there's no one. There's no one. Do you do 10-10 because she's alone? Do you do Tamari because you're weird and like incest? Do you do Yodo because you want Gaara to be a pedophile and you just really need a ship really fucking badly? Or do you pick one of the adults? Do you pick like the big titty blonde woman from the Cloud and you want her to be the groomer so Gaara gets with someone? What's your pick? Like every single one is so forced. It's so funny. Oh, and then we
Oh,
we got three more puff. We got we're ranking three ships ranked on how valid we think they are, puff. One is
okay.
Lee X Gara. I think Lee X Gara is F tier. They're both asexual.
I mean, the character arcs do intersect, so at the very least, like, there's. I can't say there's no reason for it,
Yeah,
but
but I
like,
think it's F tier because they're both raging asexuals.
yeah.
And then we got Sakura X Ino, which is where I learned Puff, apparently in like an interview or a data book. I found the quote, so it's real. Kishimoto said that if Ino was a guy, Sakura would have married him.
I believe that 1000%.
It's like, okay, yeah, that's
Because
yeah,
I just imagine Eno would be like a pretty boy who loves flowers, who loves hitting on pretty women or guys, whatever their
yeah.
orientation is, whatever the fact. If they
Basically,
can,
if yeah, so in the same logic of if Ino was a man, if Sakura was a little gayer, yeah, she absolutely would have liked Ino. There's no questions there. And then last one is are Guy and Kakashi gay? I don't know. How gay do you find two retired middle-aged men who've never been in a serious relationship going to hot
Shiki,
springs
they're
together?
just good pals,
Tough,
okay?
I didn't
They're
say.
just
All
going
I
on a
did
day trip
was say
together
what
because
they do in their free time.
they're just
All I
taking a
did is say
day
what
trip
they do
together.
in their
It's a
free time. It's
simple
up to
bro
you to
day trip.
interpret
It's
it.
like two guys going fishing together. There's nothing weird about it, okay?
You
Just a
know,
little,
fishing
just
together.
a,
But
just
instead
a
of fishing,
little,
you're naked
just
together
a
with
little
beanie hot springs.
skinship between two great long-term friends.
Just a little, just a little, just a little.
I mean, the
Also,
thing
it's
is
funny because
like,
it's old Yowie and people
the
love
thing
old
is
man
like, Guy
Yowie.
can't go by himself because again he's crippled. It's not safe for him to go anymore into
Yes,
water.
it is. Yes, it is.
What? No, dude, you can't. Come on, be realistic, dude. Come on, it's not safer to leave someone like that alone in water, especially in a hot spring where people are liable to overstay because it gets a
Yeah,
little too
dude.
hot.
Yeah,
They get a
yeah.
little
Guy's in a
woozy.
lot of danger.
Yeah, he is in a lot of danger. That's why Kakashi had to go. He had no choice. His hands were tied.
Yeah, and so yeah,
But of course
it's
he did
pretty
because he
gay.
loves him and they're best friends.
Yeah, yeah, like yeah. Anyway, next we got an interesting comment puff where someone said, giving Konoha 11 like consistent fights would have bloated the story." And I agree with this because unlike One Piece, where we have a consistent main cast who always gets fights, in Naruto we have like the main two to three and then a shuffling side cast who do periodically get fights. By forcing the Konoha 11 into every arc, you are forcing more fights for the sake of more fights.
Yeah, like the thing is like I at one point I may have imagined like on my first watch through of Naruto, that the Konoha 11 would eventually pair up and fight the 11 Akatsuki members. I think I thought that at one point,
Uh huh.
but like clearly that's not the way it went down. We fight like 2 to 3 of them at once. So like having all 11 of them fight the 2 to 3 at once might have been a bit
Oh,
much.
Puff, you just reminded me of
What?
at the start of the Road to the Ninja movie. Um, they find like all the Akatsuki at once, and they try jumping them. And Naruto just tries throwing hands no Sage mode, even though he said, "I thought I beat Pain." And it's like, why do you not have Sage mode? Also, why are the Akatsuki so calm? They should be freaking the fuck out. Like eventually, it's given an explanation for why the Akatsuki are doing that. But the Konoha 11 are being completely illogical in that fucking scene.
You know what's one thing I guess is kind of a missed opportunity. We never see like this is actually something that I think the Ninja Storm games did. We never see all 11 Akatsuki members fight together at the same time.
Yeah, the Ninja Storm games do cover that.
Yeah, like they
But
give
you know,
you
it
a
makes sense
special
why we
attack
don't.
animation where they all
Yeah,
like
like
do their
like
attacks at
it makes
once.
sense why we don't in the manga because the point is the Akatsuki are
Absolutely.
very
Abs-
disconnected.
Absolutely it does, but I think like with the whole like they come back as zombies, you had an opportunity for it. And again, like I'm not saying like they were used unwisely. I think like
Hmm.
I'm happy with the way most of them were, but like it is kind of odd that like that never happened once, and I think that could have been fun.
Yeah. Anyway, next is we got this funny commenter that fully acknowledged why it doesn't make sense to end it at the pain arc, and then said it should anyway because it's their favorite. It's like, my guy, you should be mentally mature enough to understand that first of all, Naruto getting accepted by the village is not a theme. Like no theme is concluded in the pain arc. Themes are only expanded. Because like the base theme of our ninja tools, like that we get, our ninja tools, are they just weapons meant to perpetuate violence that we get in Land of Waves? That's not answered in the pain arc. That's
Yeah,
not
like
answered at all.
The thing Naruto literally says, "I don't have an answer yet, but I'm not ready to give up like you did."
Yeah, so no, it doesn't make sense. Like, oh my god, he's your favorite villain. I don't care. I don't think Ennie's lobby should end at One Piece. Or One Piece
We
should end at
almost hit
Ennie's
his
lobby.
lobby.
Sure, sure. Really
Dude,
funny. Oh,
Wano fucking sucks because it's worse than Whole Cake Island, and I like it more than should have ended Whole
that's a
Cake
good point.
Island.
Anyway, Lee is a prodigy, you morons. We touched on this. Next is Puff. This is a real comment. Naruto should be about humanity, not aliens, like Gundam.
The thing is, like, actually, like, I get where this is coming from because,
It's a
like,
funny like Gundam really makes me
yeah,
smile
the
though.
thing is that, like, it's just that, like, there's, like, two, I guess, like, they're proposing that there was two routes Naruto could have gone, another one with aliens and, like, ones where it just kept with, like, you know, the internal struggles of humans. And, like, I actually tend to think that the second one is more interesting. Like, we're gonna talk about Magi. My least favorite part of Magi is the last two volumes because, like, you know, lots going on. And as
Hmm.
much as I like the, like, I'm not saying like the themes and the characters are concluded in cool ways and all that, but like the moment to moment like plot is like way more interesting when it's like literally down on the ground between like the
Yeah,
warring countries and all
but
that.
like, well, I also think that's more true for Magi because Magi brings up like interesting political systems more than Naruto
Oh
does.
yeah, no, absolutely. So like I think
Whereas, like,
that's
because if I
I
think
think
about like Naruto should have been about humans, is like, what about the fucking talking nine-tailed fox that's been inside the main character since fucking chapter one? What about
yeah.
him? What about him?
Like again,
Oh,
like
oh, fox demons made of alien chakra are okay, but the aliens themselves aren't. Where do you draw the fucking line?
I get it like it's just that oh, excuse me. Like it like I think they like the aliens give too easy an out for it's like, oh, now we all have an enemy that we can unite and fight against.
I
And
mean,
like
that's not a good point though, because they didn't unite against the aliens. They united against Kabuto and Madara and
yeah.
Obito. So like
Yeah.
they did unite against
Like
other
thing is
humans, and also
like
like aliens are besides Kaguya, and like Kaguya is the same thing as what they are in Boruto with the trees and the aliens. They are personifications of rejections of humanity, so it's still about humans.
yeah. Again
The
like
reason Madara, the reason Kaguya can't be human is because the perfect manipulator that someone like Madara was striving for, a human is not capable of that. That is
yeah,
something beyond humanity, and that's what Kaguya represents.
yeah, that's I was literally just about to say that and I tried to say it like three times and you cut me off each time.
I'm so sorry. I'm a bad. In all fairness, you're weirdly quiet for me tonight. If I'm interrupting you more, that's why. uh.
I have
So
a
yeah, that's
volume.
it.
You have the volume setting. You could just turn me up if you
You
want
are
to.
turned up.
Oh, hmm.
No, it might be my headphones. I might need to buy new ones. It might be my fault.
You gotta
Oh,
turn the
oh,
slider up.
no, I did. No, next we have Naruto was too weak after the time skip.
That was intentional, bozo.
Yes, like we got so many. Like it's so frustrating. It's like you're supposed to feel frustrated, just like Naruto does. The whole point of him not being that like you know he's still really strong. Like he's a fucking nuke. But the reason you're supposed to be frustrated that he's nowhere near Sasuke is so that that moment where Naruto's like, "I'm gonna bring you back, Sasuke," and you realize he has no hope in hell of doing that, is just supposed to give you this feeling of, oh, this is a fucking this isn't even a long shot. This isn't even a realistic idea right now. And like it's supposed to give you that same feeling Naruto has of like what was the fucking point? And that is the point. Because the point is Naruto was just like focusing on like I must channel my hate monster. Blah. He in that sense didn't like you know he got a bit more mature with age, but he didn't really grow that much during the time skip opposed to everyone else. And looky, he's also a genin unlike everyone else.
Yeah, and like again, it kind of feeds into all you like, oh, two ninja who only like who are like at the highest level don't need words to like like to talk, and like the point of that like or like like if because Sasuke's like way stronger than Naruto, he doesn't like value his words at all, and like subtextually every time Naruto or Sasuke come to some like new conclusion about their view on the world, they get a power up to go along with it, usually, right? So
Yeah.
like the fact that like the stronger they are, that means the more mature they are as a person. So the fact that Sasuke is a lot stronger right now means that like he's progressed in the 3 years more than Naruto has, both as a person and as a
If
ninja.
anything, I like it. I think it's actually one of the most subversive things Naruto does. Is do a 3 year. I think it's 2.5 in the anime, so they can make them for more filler. But do a 3 year training time skip where the person who benefited from it the least is the main character. Like that's
I
That is
remember
that is a subversion of expectations.
this isn't related, but like I remember Sakura, some people made the argument that Sakura got the strongest in between the time skip because she doesn't get any like outright power-ups in between like the Gaara arc and
She
the
gets her
war.
healing.
No, like I mean like in between like the rescue Gaara arc and
Yeah, she gets
the
100
war.
healings.
Yeah, I know, but like the thing is like
That
it's
is an outright power
but
up.
no, but the thing is like she's had the thing on her forehead since the end of the time skip, right? So it's implied she always had it, or at least was
No,
starting
no,
to
she
build it
didn't.
up, or that she was starting to build it up, right?
Well, yeah, the point was she wasn't strong enough at the start of the time skip. It wasn't built up
Yeah,
yet.
no. This isn't the argument I would make. It's just something that I heard people make. So like they think that the implication is, Sakura was already end game tier by the time the time skip was over. She was
She's
already
not,
end game
unfortunately,
tier.
because he doesn't have enough chakra charged up. But it is a funny idea. Um, yeah, so that's funny. Just yeah, it's he didn't grow enough on purpose because he wasn't really training with any real resolve beyond I'm gonna do better next time.
Yeah, like that's
Next,
kind of the point. Like the reason why he lost against Sasuke in the valley was like because like
mhm,
like Sasuke was willing to compromise. Naruto was, he says, "No, I'm going to bring you back even if I have to break every bone in your body." He hasn't changed his
mhm.
mind about that. That's still what he plans to do.
Yeah,
It's only like after the
uh,
pain arc, the next time they meet, where he tries talking to Sasuke and like trying to understand what his deal is.
yeah. Next is one I'm gonna bitch about, Puff, which is the anime making chakra the wrong color. Um,
Uh
Naruto's chakra is supposed to be
oh right,
yellow,
yeah, the
and the Fox
Rasengan.
chakra is supposed to be red. They made all chakra blue, which I think kind of specializes it. Like Naruto having yellow chakra is like it ties him to Minato, and also it's like the yellow of him and the red of Kurama also means like the yellow of Minato and the red of Kushina, and then he turns orange, and it's like it's the fusion. It's full on Naruto. I just like the yellow more.
I think I actually might like the blue more because I think like for the anime at least, like it'll stand out more amongst the background because like
No,
if
I
you have like
assume that's why the anime staff made it blue. That or
yeah.
they wanted it to look like a Kamehameha. Um,
Yeah, and like
one of the
is like an accent color for Naruto because like he had some blue like in his first
well,
design
and
in the time skip
blue
and like
is the complementary color to orange.
yeah.
Like, no, it makes sense why they, not knowing his chakra color, would pick blue for a lot of reasons. It's just yellow is the official color, so fuck you. um, Next is the pros and cons of Orochimaru's quote unquote redemption. I put quote unquote because he's not redeemed. Um, Now, Orochimaru coming back and deciding, like, growing as a person and being like, I am beyond destroying the leaf. I want to grow in other means because of what Sasuke and Kabuto showed me. That's cool. Um, and then it's also just deeply, deeply, deeply funny that Orochimaru's role in Boruto is he lives in a little laboratory in the middle of nowhere where where Yamato has to surveil him 24/7. That's just funny. It's just funny that's his job. Like, could they have done a bit more with him? Yeah.
Like it's like I
But
guess
like
like he deserved a far more like mean and like tragic end for all the shit he did.
or like like at least if he changes, can we see a bit more of it?
Maybe like the ideal way would have been to literally just have that be Kabuto and then just kill Orochimaru. Maybe that would have been like
Maybe
maybe that would have made
we'll
more people
see.
more happy.
I know people would have liked if Orochimaru had Kabuto's role, but I wouldn't have because I like Kabuto's arc.
No,
Speaking
yeah,
of,
yeah,
that's
no, like yeah, Kabuto,
we'll,
great.
we'll connect these. Kabuto shouldn't have gotten redeemed because, like, yeah, he did result in the deaths of a fuck ton of people, like a
But Shiki, he was only bad and super
possible
evil
for
for like
lethality outside of a few super zombies, and like like he famously said like he wanted a corpse of each gender and age range for like a certain amount in his scrolls. It's like yeah, it's a little psychotic Kabuto, but also I really like his arc. And now he runs an orphanage. Leave him alone. He's a good boy now.
Shiki, he was only super mega evil for like a year and a half, whereas Orochimaru was
Yeah,
for
before that he
3
was a
decades.
regular evil. And also, this is a joke Chast and I always make. It's like it'd be so funny if in Boruto every now and then Naruto or Sasuke go to Kabuto and they're like, "Hey, We need you to use your. We need you to bring a guy back with Edo Tensei so we can ask him questions. And he's like, "Fine, God, fuck." I his identity, the loss of it, and the regaining of it. I think it's all good.
Yeah.
Next, talk about the Kage Summit, pretty please.
Super
I
cool.
I I like it. Like it's Naruto and Sasuke at their lowest, like mentally.
Yeah.
Because like Sasuke is like literally blinded by revenge. Sasuke ends the arc barely able to fucking see, and then the last thing he can hazily see is like it's kind of like when Killua calls Gon the light. He sees like the blinding light that is even Naruto at his lowest, determined to help Sasuke, even if it means they both die in the process. And it's that light that forces Sasuke to get eyes that can see and handle that.
Yeah.
Whereas Naruto is like he doesn't know what's going on. He's letting people beat the shit out of him. The Raikage is being a real dickhead to him. But beyond all that, the one thing Naruto is the most steeled on compared to his allies is that he is in fact going to be the one to either bring Sasuke back or stop him.
Yeah, also I just love the Donzo fight because it's just like great, like how Donzo's like so wasteful with all the Sharingan he's
Oh,
built up.
Donzo is such an impeccable like piece of symbolism.
Yeah, I know, and like literally, like you see, like he has like like Hashirama cells, and he stole the Sharingan. So it's like he's trying to like marry like a whole part of the story is that eventually like like the Senju and like the or like Indra and Ashura eventually have to team back up again. He's
And
kind of
he's
like
trying to force
yeah,
that.
he's trying to force it. Also, like again, like just meshing into one person, and like that's not how it's supposed to work. You gotta get the two boys to team up instead of just taking them for yourself and being the one perfect guy. Because that's eventually what
And then
Sasuke ends up doing. Is he wants to steal the chakra for himself at the end. So like,
yeah, and like like yeah, the him using up the Sharingan is so good because like you and I talk about this. Sasuke must be super conflicted because the two things he's feeling when that happens is one, that's right, you stupid little shit, you can't handle the Uchiha eyes, you're not made for it. But then the other part of him is like he killed so many people and he's wasting it just like that. It's
I
like
know, like
those are his two front feelings.
like he killed my entire clan so that he can get some extra lives in a hard boss fight, and he's wasting them so quickly.
Yeah,
And
like
also,
it's
like, and again, like the thing that Sasuke uses to win is like the simplest ability with the Sharingan, which is just a simple genjutsu. So it's like, oh, because like he actually fucking lives with this thing and has used it every day. Like he understands how best to use it. He doesn't need
oh,
the
and,
super epic Kotsu Machikami, oh, changing reality genjutsu to
yeah.
like make it useful. He just used the most basic ability and it won him the fight.
Yeah. Oh, and then actually, the other thing the real reason they won the fight is because Donzo never got over his character flaw. Because Donzo always regretted the fact that he couldn't take decisive, life-threatening action when he needed to. Because like, it's the thing of like, I was going to offer my life first. Hiruzen stole my thunder, but like Hiruzen stole his thunder because he thought of it first, but he paused, and then literally his final action is killing himself with a suicide bomb. But Obito literally says that was close. If I didn't get there a second sooner, you would have died. And it's like, oh, quite literally, his hesitation to the end was his failing.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Danzo is
He
unironically one of my favorite villains in the whole story. He's so
Though Donzo
cool.
is like an S tier villain. I adore Donzo. And also like the funny thing is people always say, yeah, Sasuke got taught a lesson. He's not as strong as he thinks he is. It's like, dude, he went into 5v1 the Kage and did pretty fucking well.
Right? The Raikage lost his arm.
If Gara didn't help, the Raikage would have died. Like, 'cause if Gar didn't block that Amaterasu with his sand, that's a dead Raikage.
Once again, obviously he's being overzealous and fueled by hatred and all that, but like the fact that Obito sees that and says, "All right, I'll cover his ass so that he can continue going down this dark path," is like that's also interesting. He's like, "Yes,
Yes, it is.
Sasuke,
It's very
keep
cool.
doing your thing. I'll cover your ass and make sure you don't die so I can use you later."
All right, we got a few. We have a few more short ones. Hold on, I lost it. Oh, Naruto is too nice and mature after the time skip. Like he's not a shitlord anymore, but he's still like a little knuckleheaded fuck. Like he's not a gremlin, but he's still like a dumb, hyperactive, doesn't listen to what you say, does what you want, really rude, will turn into a naked woman in public, little freak. Like he's still that.
Yeah.
So I just don't agree.
I mean, if you think it was more fun before, like, hey, like,
I
sure,
think
like,
I
yeah,
think he
all
was
right, I
funnier back
understand.
then.
Yeah, he was funnier before the time skip. I agree with that.
Next, Naruto being childhood friends with Kiba and Shikamaru and Choji ruins the story, or like ruins the idea of Naruto's character. It's like no, it doesn't. They're the shitheads who fuck around during class, but they're not actual friends. They don't hang out.
Yeah, like the way I imagine is that like oh when they're all be in detention together, but then like after detention, Kiba's parents pick him up. Choji and Shikamaru go off to eat potato chips up on
Yeah.
the top of the building, and
Yeah, like
then
the way I would
Naruto's left
describe
alone
it
again.
is Naruto is the bad influence that the kids hang out with during school because they're little shitheads.
Yeah.
But they don't actually get close with him.
Also, again, this is the thing that they're pretty explicit about. Like Iruka and Naruto are both like class clowns for attention. Like, because that was the only
Yes, like
way they would
he
get
does get
attention.
some attention.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, literally, this is the result of him being the class clown and trying to get people to look at him.
Yeah. Next is not enough sage mode slash all summon should have had a sage power. I get why, because sage mode is so fucking cool, but
Sage
also it's
mode is
so
so cool. I would love to be there, like some series that just revolves around the ideas in Sage mode, where like, oh, you have to
that'd be
meditate to
cool.
get your powers. Y'all get an animal summon in animal form.
I
That'd be
remember I
so
joked
cool.
that I hope Boruto does a filler arc about that, where like it's like an underground tournament arc. Boruto's representing like the snakes, and then it's like, oh, I'm the bear sage. I won last year, and they're like, damn it, Naruto's not here to represent the frogs. What are we gonna do? Like, I think that would be
Dude, they
hilarious.
should introduce someone from the Hidden Cloud who just has the monkey summons. Like, my name's Wukong. I have the monkey summons, and my cloud
Yeah,
special ninjutsu is I
but
summon
like
a cloud to ride on.
actually addressing the criticism though, Puff. Uh, no, I Sage Mode being special and cool is what makes it fun. Like it's like borderline a mythical power. Like literally, there's a scene where he's using it against Pain, and Shikamaru's like, "I should go help," and his dad's like, "Nah." Sage Mode is so strong that if you try to help them without Sage Mode, you are a detriment. And it's like, oh, this is some Super Saiyan shit. I like how mystical and rare it is. Or like, why do only certain mountains have it? Who fucking cares? Because the frogs are goaded, and the frogs and the snakes are goaded, and the turtles are stupid. I don't
I'll
know.
say
Who cares?
this, like with all of the movies and filler arcs they made, they could have gotten away with like, like adding like
A
one
few
or
more.
yeah, they could have gotten
Yeah.
away with that and I wouldn't
Um.
mind because again, it's just
Next,
cool.
we have a few interesting ones. Naruto should have kept his Rinnegan. I don't agree.
Naruto.
No, not Naruto. Why did I write Naruto? Nagato. I read it wrong. Nagato should have kept his Rinnegan.
He fucking died though.
No, like it should have been his, like from the first place.
Oh, so like instead if he keeps it, it means that like it was always his.
Yeah, like it should have. He should have been born with it.
Um, I'm like I wouldn't mind
I
that.
think this is a very Naruto should have ended it pain mistake.
Like I kind of get it, but like on one hand, just like it's cool for Obito and Madara. It's like oh they literally just found a kid and built him up to be a fake chosen one and fed him lies to make him
Hmm.
think he would be. But like also like again like if it was like oh he actually was and then they took advantage of it after the fact like that could work too.
I
Like
just think it's more sad if it was planted in him.
yeah I agree. Because
It's
again,
like
these
the
are like,
one
I
thing
am a
that they
god.
thought
I am
made
the
him
next
that
coming of
guy.
the Sage's Six Pass. I am goaded. I'm gonna save the world. But it was lies from the beginning. Like I think that's cool.
Yeah, I like it. Um, Anime is the reason for Sakura hate. Anime definitely made it worse. Like even excluding filler arcs, just even in canon arcs, there's a lot of like filler scenes where Sakura gets mad at Naruto or attacks Naruto or just says like really mean shit to Naruto a lot more easily. Like she's way more fucking aggro at the drop of a hat. And it also has a lot more scenes of her being helpless or yelling Sasuke, Sasuke, like what? Because the fights are longer, so the amount of time she needs to yell Sasuke like triples.
Yeah. Also, this is another reason. When you make it an anime, suddenly younger people start watching it, and then they're like, I hate the annoying one with the annoying voice who just
Yeah,
nags all the time. And of course they would. That's kind of like almost the intended response. So I can't even like
yeah.
blame it for that.
Next is during Sasuke retrieval. Apparently, Neji and Choji were intended to die, and also fuck it, Lee and Kiba probably should have died too anyway. I think Lee and Kiba are easier to justify than Choji and Neji, because Choji and Neji get really good arcs during the war. Neji gets a really good death where he breaks where he dies for Hinata on his own fucking terms, like a goat. And Choji gets a really good fight with Asuma. So I am glad they stayed alive. Them staying alive and getting those good scenes is worth more to me than the emotional shock of a 12-year-old dying fighting a Spider-Man.
Also, I'll say this for Kiba. I do think that his comic relief is worth more than his death would be.
Yeah.
That's how I feel
Yeah,
personally.
I agree. I'm gonna be the Hokage too, you know. No one was listening, Kiba.
Like that's something
Uh,
I find myself saying more and more is like, listen, I understand the epic death scene would be sad and good, but also I think any epic sad and death scene you make is not worth as much as a fuck, what's his Conus's dad's name? What the fuck's his name again? I keep forgetting,
Pap,
but
I always mix him up with the
yeah,
starfish.
I do Papagu. I keep thinking it's Papagu, but no, that's not Papagu. That's like
Yeah.
a slightly different
Yeah.
Papagu.
Anyway,
Like
and then
it's the
Lee
funniness
dying would
of
have
when he
been
comes back to life is way funnier and worth more to me than his
yes.
death ever would be.
Oh, and Lee dying would have straight up been bad writing. Oh wow, Lee went through this life-threatening surgery, continue his life as a ninja, and then he just dies immediately.
But dude,
Why? What's the
sad
point
epic
of
death,
that?
sad epic death.
No, it's
Tragedy is
stupid.
inherently a higher form of art
That's
than good
stupid. I
vibes.
think Gara saving Lee is more emotionally resonant because it shows his growth. So I just
He
also he
should have
gets to
saved him, but
kick.
then failed, and then he could be sad
Also,
about
Lee
it
got to
too.
kick Madara in half, so that was fun.
He did do that. He did get to do that.
Madara was too strong, so Kishi Bozo had to bullshit up Kaguya. This is stupid. He could have just as easily bullshitted up a way for Naruto and Sasuke to beat Madara, so that's not true. That's a stupid
Also,
take.
like,
Don't
wasn't
be dumb.
Kaguya stronger? Like, cause
No,
he
Puff, we had this conversation because, there's the ceiling. There's the ceiling
so they could have just
jutsu.
sealed Madara. They just said
Yeah,
like,
I
oh, by
know.
the way,
People are
boys.
stupid.
It's
People
like
are dumb.
literally
People are
just like
dumb.
have it literally the same thing having it's like, oh, by the way, boys, this Madara guy's bad news. Here's a cool sealing jutsu, and then they sealed Madara instead.
It's a stupid take. It comes from an interview where Kishimoto said, "I've made Madara so strong, I don't know how they're gonna beat him." But it's like the answer is literally whatever he wants. He's the writer. Also, like the way the fight was going before Madara died, I kind of already assumed Naruto and Sasuke kind of had it in the bag. I'll be honest.
It
Next
kind of
is
reminds you of the stupid like back in the day when I like watched Seth the Programmer a lot. I remember in
mhm.
one of his like Discord debates with another guy, he's like, "How does Goku beat this guy?" And he would just say with a punch. He would just say
Yeah,
with the because again, like when you're talking about storytelling and arbitrary, it's just this. If one guy's higher power level, he can just win with a punch. Because why the fuck not? The writer can write whatever the fuck they want.
yeah.
He wins with a
Next is
Rasengan. How does Naruto beat this
oh,
guy with a Rasengan? He hits him with a
next is
Rasengan.
Obito is fucking stupid, Puff. Do you know why?
Oh no, why?
One, why did he train? Why did he help Sasuke get so strong? Because he thought Sasuke would take his side and help him destroy the leaf. That's why.
And he was right for 90% of
He
the
was he
story.
was it was a safe guess. Second, why did he think he could win the war with just Zetsus? Because before Naruto showed up, Zetsus could disguise themselves as the enemy troops and kill them from within. It was actually really bad, and troops were dropping like flies. Naruto really did help save the day there.
Yeah, also, they had like the Ten Tails coming, so it's like, what are you
Yeah,
gonna
that
do
too.
that?
He was gonna ten tails them. Next is a weird one where they said Naruto shouldn't have liked Sasuke. Sasuke was nothing but a dick to him, and it's like, have you never had like a friendly, competitive friendship with anyone? Like clearly in Naruto, like the easiest one is like Land of Waves. Clearly, you understand how Naruto and Sasuke are bonding through their competitiveness, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what to say there. It's like if you don't see it there, I think you're dumb.
It's
Like I
like
think
that
you're just
one.
stupid.
It's like that one friend you have that's really good at Smash Bros. And you keep trying to beat him, and it's fun to try and beat him just because you get to play
Mhm.
with him a lot.
No, it's just like they push each other forward, and the competitiveness is fun for them. They like having someone like that in their lives. Someone who, Puff, I remember I saw a woman make a joke about this, where she's like, the most validated I ever felt was when someone talked shit to me in a game chat, but it wasn't because I was a woman, it was because I was bad. It's like that's how Naruto feels about Sasuke. He's like, he hates me, but not because I'm the nine-tailed fox or whatever, but because I just piss him off. um, let's see here. Itachi should have stayed evil. We got a few of these, and I don't even
I
understand it.
just don't even like agree with that in the I think the
Why?
story anyway I imagine the story as like Itachi was always evil and bad just seems worse than what actually we actually got. Like I maybe it's just my lack of imagination, but like I can't imagine like that being better.
Yeah, because it's just like, what do we even do? Like, does he just go back to Konoha and team up with Naruto? Whoop de fucking do? Is that what you want? Because like the
Do you want like
Itachi.
Sasuke to
Also,
reach his?
Itachi is not, I would say, a straight up good guy. Itachi is a complex
Yeah,
guy.
again, he still did a genocide against his own like family, which like is already incredibly fucked up. Even though he did spare
Yeah,
his
you
brother,
know.
like it's fucked up. He killed his mom and dad.
Yeah, like if he was goaded, he would have killed Donzo and then sat his dad and Hiruzen in a room and be like, "For the love of God, have a fucking peace talk."
And then he'd be
uh,
like, no, and then it's like, oh yeah, well he was my ace in the hole. Sasuke cry, and then Sasuke
Here's
starts
my ace in the
crying.
hole. Shisui, Shisui, Komodo Matsutami, get over here.
No,
uh,
he said Sasuke would be his ace because he said if Sasuke tried to ask them, maybe they would have done it for
no,
the
he
next
did say that. He
generation.
did say maybe because Sasuke represents like the future of the Uchiha,
Yeah.
and like they'd be throwing away their future if they tried a coup. Next, we got like three more, Puff. We got the speed run of this. Puff, I wrote this where it's like a lot of people's Naruto criticism comes from the fact that they watched it weekly or read it weekly and haven't revisited it since. So they have like really. I think Itachi should have been evil falls under that,
Oh,
honestly.
I'll without a doubt.
And this is where because Puff, we got one that said the cycle of hatred is overdone, and they said this in the context of saying why Indra and Ashura was a bad choice. If you think the cycle of hatred started with Indra and Ashura, you are illiterate. You are illiterate if you thought that was the first time the story introduced that.
Yeah, like
Or
there
just
isn't like
like we got a lot of. Oh, you can go.
it's just that when the story is at its climax at the very end, we're talking about like the generations that came
Hmm.
before and how they fucked things up for the ones currently living today. We
Hmm.
just interested idea that like okay, even before they did, before the warring states with that Madara and Hashirama fought, and someone else fucked it up first for them,
Yeah, all
which
right, yeah,
makes
all right.
sense.
Yeah. All right, we got like three more. Next, we got some guy wanted to talk about filler. It's just like some filler can be good, and I agree. Some of it is good. Guy and Kakashi's race is good. It's like the easiest example of good filler.
Yeah, I love
Uh,
it.
and then like he had a weird definition of filler that included like One Piece cover stories, and we got into a pedantic debate for 80 hours. It's not important. And then we got three tiny Boruto things. One pop, this thing I forgot to tell you about Boruto. Boruto uses its filler characters to give the old cast something to do. Like they give Ibiki an arc with one of the kids and how Ibiki has to help them overcome their fear because he's the torture guy, and that's fun.
Oh, that does sound fun.
Like they do that for a lot of the old cast. They give them stuff to do. It actually explores them, and I think that's a real perk of Boruto. Like, it explores world building in interesting ways. Like I briefly talked about it, but the cat girl's whole thing is that every Konoha 11 is from like a beloved clan, or your Lee and Sakura, and not from a clan, or Ten. Like you're either from a major clan or not from a clan. The cat girl is from a clan that is infamous for sucking ass. And
That's
it's like, oh
interesting
yeah,
because
that
like
that's
that
something
never
that makes
was
sense
brought
in
up.
Naruto. That's something that I like seeing that be explored. Next is a commenter who we forgot to mention something important. Onoki's clone of himself looks a fuck ton like Madara.
Oh yeah, like that is very interesting because like I remember that one like flashback he had with Madara and how like he was impressed by how cool, strong, and scary he was.
Or like how, or like this is what he looks like, Puff. Or like and he wears like a red cape sometimes. And he was like
That
and he was
fucking
like
nose, man.
yeah, yeah, that's the only he knows. And where he has this line where he's like, "I'm not like you, Madara. I've surpassed you, and I will believe in the next generation." So his attempt at rejecting that and trying to keep in his old ways becomes a personification of him fused with Madara, and it's like you're becoming the thing that you said you overcame, and that's interesting. And also, just that they made the joke of, Onoki got to be looking at that and being like, he can't drop meteors, right? Last tiny thing, Puff, about why the Boruto anime is more fun to read than the manga. Even when the Boruto manga looks good, it still looks like Ikimoto's style, right?
Yeah.
But Boruto has the same animators as Naruto, so Boruto the anime just looks like Naruto.
Oh, that's good.
Like it feels like, oh yeah, I'm watching Naruto instead of I'm reading Boruto the Ikimoto classic. All right, that's it. This was almost 2 hours. Holy fuck!
Yep. This will probably be it for Naruto for a while. Whew.
Very, very long time unless something really interesting happens.
Yeah. So anyway,
Next is One Piece, and then Magi after that.
yeah, we're planning to do maybe Magi next, but like now I want to buy time so that I could. I'm kind of conflicted because I don't know if I want to try and finish my main channel video before we do the side channel video. Because like on one hand, I'm like maybe the video should just be my raw, unfiltered thoughts. But what if she gives a cool idea that I can steal from?
No, I
What
give
if he
you
has
my
a cool
ideas
idea
all the time.
What if he has a cool idea I could
Also,
steal?
you're
from?
making 3 videos. Steal it and put it in a different one.
But what if you give me a
and then,
cool idea about Sinbad or Alibaba, who are going to be the focus
No,
of the
no, it's
first one?
fine. It's
And it's like,
fine.
well,
I
it's
won't.
already
Don't
gone. What am
worry.
I going to do? I can't
It's
go
fine. I
back
won't.
now.
Don't worry.
Can't double back
But
around.
no, the reason we're probably going to do One Piece next week is because 1160. And also, we've been building up some One Piece takes. Minor One Piece spoiler. All you illiterate fucks. Dragon was not talking to Teach's mom. You're so fucking stupid. You can't read.
It's not the one that makes, again, like, the thing to look forward to most is probably the Grand Line review one.
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad someone told us about that video, Puff, because it's so bad.
Oh,
it's so
this
bad.
is something I actually been meaning to say for a while, but I keep forgetting. If you guys are giving us like takes from like certain people or communities, it's very helpful if you send us a link to like whatever like post or like
or like if YouTube blocks the
take you're
link, tell us
talking
the
about.
title.
Yeah.
Because
Just
YouTube loves blocking links.
Yeah, it just like saves us some time. So if you could do that.
Because sometimes, like I remember, like someone wanted us to talk about the alchemic symbolism in One Piece, and they gave us a channel, but the channel had so many fucking vids, I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
All right, that's all. Bye, everyone.
Good night.